Adnan, Chetan, Jigar, Jiku, Ajit, Samad, Jarat, Anu, Akil, Mohammed Faisal, Prakash, Mohsin, Mufi, Priti, Priya, Ajit, Tushar, Ubaid, Jiku, Sir Wasim, Sir Irfan, Sayyid, Vishnu, Kam, Mohammed, Vandana, Velkumar, Ali Raza, Edwin, Chandra, Mohammed, Imran, Sir Arfat, Deepak, Adnan, Ajay, Batul, Ibrahim, Murli, Rizwan, Sachin, Sujit, Komple, Riya, Sayyid, Faisal, Harun, Khan, Vinay, Javed, Sanger, Farid, Pradeep, Prem, Abhishek, Amir. Well, congratulations, Muhammad, Sai, Parita, Nabil, Chitra, Talaj, Harsh, congratulations, Manish, Amar, Adirul, Felisa, Aslam, Atif, Grace, Greg, Matt, Sachin, Kamal, Bashkar, Rohit, Patis, Prikshit, Riaz, Saurav, Siddhartha, Nadir, Tarek, Venkat, तो हरी प्रश्न है मंसूर रेहाना विजय विशाल अर्जुन असद इलियास खान कांग्रेचुलेशन एंथनी अरविंद हसान वसीम मंगेश राज अकबर परना संकल्प विषय ईश्वरी अफजाल विवेक हसीब हामिद लीश पल्लवी अनम फैसल बुरहान हुसैन मतीन पांडे सैयद खलील मुनीफ हसन गुप्ता आशा अजय एकेन पूजा तलहा विजय अमजद जाफरी हसन सुजित अमित बीबी राजू पवन उमर मान वेंकटेश अहमद गुप्ता शीश मैरी शॉन जमाल तुलसीदास अनान मोहसिन नदीम अली हिसाम कवैस अजीम मंसूर शकील केरिया हसन रियाज हुसैन प्रदीप मीना आसमा दुर्गा शरीफ अली अल बलूच कांग्रेचुलेशन माय फ्रेंड सलमान सुबता हसन मोहसिन मनीक क्रिस्टोफर जंगीर हमास मोहम्मद शफीक नवीन दरिक्सा फियाज प्रशांत इलियास धमवीर नीजू अब्राहम श्रीनिवास सुंदेला नबील अहमद नवीद बिलाल बिदरानी शाजी उबैद बाबर कौडी का रिजवान इमरान विवेक राजीव राव इश्ता फैजान रहील निसार उमर आज संदीप शराज तीनों अनुसमा कोमल शिवानी सलमान सदा आनंद दिलवम अजय साबिर उजैर सुरिंदर प्रदीप अमीर मोहित वकास निधि उमर उस्मान संदीप अमित अबू ताहिर नवीन अर्शद मोहम्मद विवेक या गुलशान फुरकान गजेंद्रा नागराज नसीमा सागर मोहम्मद जायना हुसैन रश्मि नेहा फैसल अली अली अल अजमी हमाद नुमान आलम विजय सरनाया सवाना मोहम्मद जक्का जाकिर कांग्रेचुलेशन सादिमा सहर अजेब तमीर इफ्ती तलाल हमाद उमर उस्मान मलिक अजेब वकास प्रिया रफी सायरा सरस्वती सौरभ सशवानी फैवज श्रीकांत प्राण जानदार डुओ फ्रांसिस अब्दुल मोहम्मद उमर अभिषेक अभिलाष अबरार फरहान लता निधि इब्राहिम विनोद फैसल अमीर इनाम अब्दुल अजीज इकेन अकमल असान बासिल गारिमा कैवन पद्मा साजिद साजिद वलीद चेताली अनामिका जरनाब सुदीप नवीन मोजदेव नवीद कांग्रेचुलेशन आतिफ चक्रा हसन नदीम आबिद पटेल आदिति सुभाषेश कुरेश उमर रफीउल गुलाम शाम बाबू दीपक कैरोलिन लिनविन शीतल एल्विन उनिंद्रा प्रशांत अबरार अली खान राम विद्या तलहा बासाद राशिद माधवन गुरजीत ऋषु दत्ता सबान अजीम मंगेश मुदस्सिर प्रदीप सिद्रा अली मैन कांग्रेचुलेशन सुहेल अमूल तहसीन नबील आतिफ जिया नित्या शाह मोहम्मद शकील उमर अहमद मिस्टर अवध Shruti, Salman, Khalid John, Sayyid Satyasnaik, Wasi Sayyid, Suhail, Sham Sinha, Ajit Iqbal, Vivek, and here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil. Hello guys, can you hear me? Can you see me? Please put in the chat box if you can hear and see me properly. Good to have you in another coaching call. And today's coaching call is basically specifically for EST people. We are going to solve 5 questions. We are going to take it from where we ended in the last coaching call. And we are going to start with the topic of the risk. So, how many of you attended the last coaching call? Put in the chat box that I did. Whoever joined that coaching call, please put something in the chat box. If you joined the last coaching call, then the UAE time coaching call, okay, please put in the chat box that I joined the coaching call. I wanted to know so that if majority of the people have not joined that coaching call, I can give some concepts one more time because those concepts can be important for PMP. So put in the chat box that did you join the last coaching call or not? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So one of the most important thing that we discussed is the difference and understanding of keywords. Whenever you are solving any question in PMP, keywords are kind of the one of the most keywords are the most important thing. You need to identify each keyword in the question and solve it accordingly. So keywords tell you how things are, and you need to look into that way. So that's I wanted to share, and we need to understand how things worked into that. So let's solve question answers. Thank you, Nazish, for put in the chat box. So question is in front of you, please. Okay, let's see how you did in the question. Now, when you are putting answer in the question, it will be great if you can put the justification. Why do you think this answer is right or wrong? Shrikant, Nazish, everyone else who are putting answers in the question, why do you think that this answer is this way? Okay, so which risk management strategies you have used? You are the project manager of a large organization. You have identified the risk. You change the plan. So risk if it occurred will have less severity. Which risk management strategy is there? Now there are two things. Either the question can say that the risk you change the plan in a way that risk is completely resolved, or you change the plan in a way that risk has minimum impact. Both questions are different. Okay, in this pertinent question, since it will have less impact, so it will go to the mitigate. Very well done, Shrikant, very well answered. Yeah, B is the right answer for this pertinent question. Guys, you will see at least a one drag and drop question for the exam, so be prepared for that. Okay. Again, we are having some risk questions. Hmm. Okay, so Another risk question and the risk strategy we need to look into that which risk management strategy you have used here. You have identified the risk that can help you to increase your profit by 3 times. You put your best resource on it. So what we have done, first of all, we need to understand it's not a negative risk. Okay, and we did not wait for the trigger to occur. It was a positive opportunity. We identified the positive opportunity and we implemented the response immediately. So this we have exploited the risk. This is an important thing to know that exploit is one of the most positive term in the PMP. So whenever the question says you have exploited the risk, that is kind of the most positive term to know in the PMP. Okay, okay. Yeah, guys, you are right. Very well done. Okay, you have identified a risk that one seller is going bankrupt and found out that this can be a great opportunity. You talk to your friend and they agree to give you money for it and you will give them some profit. Which strategy you have used? Now, acceptance. Now, very important thing whenever we are solving question answers, we need to look into that. We need to identify that first of all, is it a negative risk or a positive risk? So straightforward, it's not a negative risk. I can eliminate these two options. And like acceptance or active acceptance that in the matter is when you proactively don't take an action, you wait for the trigger of the to thing to happen and then you take action. So we did not do that, so it's not acceptance. Exploiting is not like you get something with there, so this is not exploiting. You put the best resources, so B is the right answer. Okay. So if it was a negative question, let's say you are the company who are going to be go bankrupt and you wanted to make sure that your risk is minimized so that you got insurance. Uh, so now what will the answer? Put in the chat box now what will be the answer? You have got an insurance to handle this risk. So what will the answer? Yeah, transferred. Very well done, Farid. Okay. Now, this is a question that I wanted to make sure that you understand. This is where we actually sit aside. We made sure that you identify the risk, you worked on it, and so we did not avoided the risk. We did not exploit, mitigate. This is an acceptance of the risk. Okay, this is actually the acceptance of the risk. Okay, we'll solve four questions from this point. So please understand this question very well. You have identified a risk and made a plan. When risk response was implemented, another risk which is even bigger, which document you will document this, which has occurred now. Now, this is an important concept that one more time I want to discuss with every single one of you so that you can actually understand how those things correspond. Okay, how those things actually work. What are the things that we need to look into that? So, first of all, if you identify a risk, if you identify a risk and you identify it before happening, you identify a risk and you identify it before happening. Now, my question to you is that what will you do? Where you will put it? You identify a risk and you identified it before happening. Even it's 2 minutes before happening, you identify the risk before happening, you put a plan for that risk. So where would you put it? Put in the chat box. You identify the risk and you identified it before happening. Where would you put that patent risk? Where would you put that patent risk? It's an important question. You should know. You should actually know that where we are gonna put that risk. So yeah, where you are gonna put that patent risk. You identify risk, and that risk can cause a problem. Risk register. Thank you, Gitika. Thank you. Risk register. Thank you. Now we will discuss these four documents here. You identify the risk, but you identified after happening. You identified it, but you identified it after happening. Now where would you put? Now where would you put that patent thing? You identified it, but it has happened already. Where would you put? Thank you, Gitika, Arhit, Hera. Thank you very much. You want to share the risk exposure or how many risk has happened in the past few years? Where would you put? Where would you put now? You want to share you want to share something with the management how the overall the picture of the risk is, how many risk has happened in the past, how many can happen in the future, things like that. Where would you put that? Which report? Nazish, the name has to be accurate, sister. Risk report. Thank you, Hira. Thank you, Nagesh. You want to audit whether you are following the right process or not. You want to audit whether you are following the right process or not. What will you do? Which thing will help you? You want to audit, which thing will help you to audit? Which will help you for the audit? Yeah, risk management plan. So, two things, I'm giving you assignments that I really want you guys to know and go through it. The first thing, and a very important thing, did you watch the Mastery series of Risk? Did you watch the Mastery series of Risk? Yes or no? Put in the chat box. Second thing, I'm sharing this link of an article. I'm sharing this link of an article. I want all of you to go through that link. Shrikant, we need to go through that videos one time. Okay. This article link I have also shared in the main group. And if you are not my student, I have also shared it here. This article actually contains one of the most important thing that you should know, and that is 18 plans and 33 documents. Every single, like what happens in scope, requirement, schedule, cost, quality, etc., all the 18 plans, and then there are 33 documents. So if you read it like two times, it will not take more than 15 minutes, and you will get done the most important thing out of the way. Okay, even what does it says how much time it will take to read? Like 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, 3 to 5 minutes, and you will be done with that. That is the important thing. Am I clear, guys? Important assignment. Okay, now let's solve this question. Then we will solve the LinkedIn questions. You have identified a risk, made a plan. When the risk response was implemented, it is bigger than that. So you don't have a plan for something. We discuss if you don't have a plan, that thing straight goes to the issue log. So that's not a problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Next question today. Nobody likes, I have to like it. Okay. Mhm. Guys, if you haven't connected to my LinkedIn, I daily share few things. So do connect to the LinkedIn that you don't miss those things. Okay. This is the question for LinkedIn. What will be your answers? So to address the issue, what should the he realizes sponsor expectations are not met. One of the important things, Srikant and Piyush, is that you need to say that this is a monitoring and control question. Update. Okay, the problem has happened, Nazish. You need to update something. This is planning, planning, planning. The only reasonable option is A here. The only reasonable option is we did solve this question by the way in the coaching call. Still, all of you are getting wrong. A is the right answer. Okay, you see, majority are wrong. A is the right answer. Okay, so three things that you need to understand in order to do PMP, flow of PMP, how to solve PMP question, and how to manage time. And by the way, If you don't know how to do that, for those people who are not my students, we are going to have our batch program starting on this Friday. The registration is open. You are more than welcome to join that, and we'll make sure that everything gets covered in it. Nitu cleared from Canada. I hope Nazish and Hira to see you PMP soon. This was the stats for till March, like 21 PMP, 4 PGMP, 2 risk managers, 1 ACP. I'm kind of proud of that. Kamal cleared from Mauritius, beautiful country. Some tips, guys. That's why I always say, always connect with me. Like coaching calls are important. Online exam is not recommended. No critical path questions. Agile risk stakeholders are the most important thing. Like I try to put the data in the easiest form you can understand, and then I put 3 minutes video there. Daily I put one video there so that you can help it. Abdul Salam cleared PMP. Okay, next question. Yeah. Okay, let's see what answer you put it here. A company has goal of increasing customer satisfaction. A project is initiated to meet the project manager best practices. Okay, now you want to identify the best practices. That is something the new thing. It's not that you are comparing the practices. Uh, you need to identify the practices, my friend. You need to identify the practices. Something, yes, Hira. Hira is under something that is new, that can only be done by focus group or expert judgment, not benchmarking, not facilitation. So benchmarking is not the right answer here. Okay. Okay, PMP terminologies. Abdurrab clear from Australia, Osman clear from Saudi. Yeah, 6 days left in the batch program, guys. Mhm. Farheen cleared from Canada. She's from Saudi, but cleared from Canada. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, next question. So the question called external failure. So this will be the right answer for this question. Okay. So guys, now comes announcement that I want to share it with you. Now the batch program is going to start on this Friday. Apart from every single thing that we do follow up, I work with the students, I coach them, I guide with them, and we have the highest success record in the world. I just want to share you one thing. The updated simulator that we have. the one that we shared with the student in our group, in our classes. It is one of the most important thing that a student can have. And why is that so? I say there are three things a student must know how to clear PMP. And one is the flow of PMP, second is solving question answers, and third is time management. So two things are comprehended at one time in my simulator. So let's say you want to solve any of the question. Let's me select random question. I select 10 questions. Okay. So third set of 10 questions. When you join my program and once you have done the topics question, the 13 these chapter questions, then you come and solve this simulator. The beauty of this simulator is that it's a timed simulator. 10 questions, okay, there for you. You solve these 10 questions. With the timer, I'm just picking right now random answer to show you how does this work. And once you are done with that, you submit it, you immediately get your results. You immediately get your result, what your result is, right? So 30%, and it gives you the justification. It gives you the justification why that was right or wrong. And now that comes a very important. In addition to that, it sends you email, and the same justification is given you in the email, so that in that case you close the browser, you get that. That is something that we have taken the things into next level. Okay, now comes the most important thing, and I'm really proud of that. Let's say even after this justification something is not clear, then comes my PMP aspirant group, my mastermind group. Every single time, 24/7. Okay, 24/7 the mastermind group is here supporting each other, working with the student. You see, couple asked the question and we are working with that question. Okay, somebody else asked the same. They took it from that simulator question. Rizwan asked the question. Adnan, he's a certified PMP from Saudi Arabia. He's answering it. He's helping him out. Ankur asked the question. Satya, he's certified PMP from Canada. He's helping them. So my entire students, certified PMPs, are continuously working on the mantra, and that is something which I say priceless. That is something which when you join the program you get it. So if you really want to become the certified PM, if you want to get every single thing that we have to offer, and let me show you what do we actually offer in the program so that you can understand the dynamics of it. We give you customized roadmap, daily follow, 35 hours training, simulator, pathway to PMP. If you get these things, it would have been $5,000, but we are giving you in this program only for $699 in the group program. And if you want to go for a one-to-one program, that's my premium program. It's $1,200. So if you want to really become PMP, register now. The number is there, the email is there, and I will be more than happy to work with you to make sure that you really become PMP in the minimum possible time. There is no other way apart from joining the program. Yes, you can watch the video. Yes, yes, yes to every single thing. But the most important thing is if you want to become PMP, register now. My number, my email is with you. And if you do, I'll see you at the other side once you become PMP. Bye bye and be PMP.
I would have not been able to clear the